Tonight at 6, it's a billion-dollar project that could affect millions of drivers. But is the city trying to put the brakes on it? The state's plan to rebuild and widen parts of I-94 has opened a big debate in Milwaukee. The plan impacts a stretch of highway between 16th and 70th Streets. Tonight, Taylor Lumpkin on why some Common Council members think the money could be spent on other projects.
A Common Council committee Monday unanimously approved a resolution alders hope to stop the state's plan to revamp one of the most heavily traveled freeways in Milwaukee. The state wants to spend $1 billion to revamp I-94 between 16th and 70th Streets in Milwaukee. But Alderman Bob Bauman thinks that's a bad idea.
Basically, it's a transparency issue in my mind.
Bauman says the construction isn't needed because drivers aren't out on the road as much as they used to be. He drafted a resolution calling on the federal government to reject the state's request to modernize the interstate. In his resolution opposing the project, Bauman cited statistics from the U.S. Department of Transportation that show American households made fewer commuting trips in 2017 than at any time since 1990. Bauman says the money earmarked for the project can be better used someplace else.
The sum of money that would go a long way to repairing local streets in Milwaukee, to repairing bridges.
But officials with the Wisconsin Department of Transportation say the stretch of I-94 between 16th and 70th Street has a crash rate of 2.5 times higher than similar state highways. They say construction needs to happen sooner rather than later.
Thousands of workers commute on a daily basis, and part of the commitment that we have is to make sure that we maintain our infrastructure. The time period where we see the peak volumes has shifted a little bit, but the numbers that we are seeing are still high enough to warrant a full reconstruction and the modernization of this stretch of freeway.
Some drivers we spoke with say they support the interstate's expansion.
It would help a lot. I think it would help dramatically. It would be a great improvement for the city.
But others told us they'd rather see the money invested elsewhere.
I have a feeling that there's other areas that could use the money right now, like potholes, for instance. Maybe we should be spending some money on that infrastructure instead of the freeways again.
Today's unanimous approval advanced the resolution out of committee and now goes to the full council on February 9th for approval. In Milwaukee, Taylor Lumpkin, TMJ4 News.